A lot of students make mistakes when studying, and it's normal. But since I have always been the perfect student, I find it genuinely hard to relate. It was actually difficult for me to even research this video. As I said, I don't make mistakes. Fortunately, I had my friends and siblings to observe closely, and that's how I uncovered three key mistakes that almost no one else talks about or points out. These are not the generic obvious ones everyone already warns you about. These are the hidden ones that quietly destroy potential. That's exactly why I felt the need to create this video. I saw no one else addressing them with real insight. So here we are. Let's dive into the three biggest mistakes students make. Mistake number one, trying to create the perfect routine. Many of you obsess over building this flawless timetable. You spend hours designing the ideal study schedule, waking up at 6 a.m., studying in perfectly timed blocks with zero room for error. But then predictably, you fail to follow it after just 2 or 3 days. Why? Because it's ridiculous and unrealistic. One day you sleep in and miss your morning block, and suddenly you think, well, I missed today, I will just start over tomorrow. But that's completely wrong. Even if you miss the morning session, you could have still completed the rest of the day's blocks. But no, you treat it as a total failure. This is the dangerous all or nothing mindset. You want every single day to go exactly as planned, or else you do nothing at all. You refuse to work in between. That's not how real life works, my friend. Nothing ever goes perfectly according to plan. Here's the difference between you and me. Even if I have messed up the entire day and it's already 8 p.m. with bedtime at 11, I will still sit down and study from 8 to 11. I don't wait for the perfect moment for the perfect day. I can study on imperfect days. If I only manage to get in 1 hour when I plan for 6, I don't sit there crying about how I failed my goal. I focus on completing that one solid hour. That's what separates me from all of you. So stop chasing perfect routines. Learn to study imperfectly, consistently. That's how actual progress happens. Mistake number two, trying to do many different things at once alongside studying. A lot of you get pumped up watching those self-improvement YouTube videos. Suddenly you are convinced that you need to wake up, hit the gym or work out at home, improve your looks, learn 5 new skills, start making money online, and somewhat still study like a top student. Here's the harsh truth. You are trying to do way too many things at the same time. Those videos will tell you just master time management and magically fit everything in. But I am here to tell you, time management is mostly a myth. That advice is complete bullshit. You cannot do everything at once. What you need is ruthless priority. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing you need in life to survive? A stable income? And how do you get a stable, good paying job? By building actual high value skills. For me, that's becoming a cybersecurity analyst. So my number one priority is clear. Learn coding and deep IT skills. That's it. Now for my second priority, unlike most of you, academics was actually my least priority. I never really focused on them. I come from a privileged family, so I don't need good grades or high percentage to get into a top university or college. I will get in anyway. But for you, it should be your second most important priority. Because you are not privileged like me. You need strong academics to secure admission into a good university for excellent placements. So for you, the second priority must be to study hard and dominate your academics. Once you identify your real priorities, you drop everything else. No more bullshit side quests. Gym or working out, sure it has health benefits. But unless your career goal is literally to become a fitness trainer or model, you don't need to waste time on it right now. You cannot afford that luxury. You can do it later. You have limited time and more importantly limited willpower. This is where the concept of ego depletion comes in. Your self-control is like a battery. Every time you force yourself to switch tasks, make new decisions, or maintain multiple habits, that battery drains faster. By the end of the day, you have nothing left for what actually matters. Your studies and skill building. That's why trying to juggle everything leads to burnout and mediocre results in everything. Here's what I personally do and why I outperform most students. The moment I wake up, I immediately attack my top 3 priorities for the day. I finish them first. After that, I am done. I don't force myself into extra habits. I spend the rest of the day consuming high quality content and books that actually support my goals. That's the difference between you and me. I focus on what moves the needle. You spread yourself thin and achieve nothing. Master this and you will see real progress. Mistake number 3, waiting to get rid of your addiction first before you can study properly. Honestly, I don't think many of you make this mistake, but I am still calling it out because one of my friends did exactly this and it destroyed his progress. Trying to quit your addiction at the same time as studying hard is one of the worst things you can do. Why? Ego depletion again. You have limited willpower. You cannot afford to waste it on constantly resisting your phone, social media, or whatever your vice is. That fight will drain your battery faster than anything else. Phone addicts can still study effectively. As I have said before, just make studying your top priority. Wake up and the very first thing you do is complete your priorities. Set a clear goal, like studying for 6 hours. Don't tie it to specific times like I will study from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. No, just commit to the hours. 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is. Focus only on completing those hours. Once you finish them, fully indulge in your addiction guilt free. Feed it afterwards. You don't need to fight it or resist it every single moment. Just negotiate with it. If you punish yourself by not indulging even in your free time after you have done your priorities, it will backfire on you eventually. I am not saying you should never get rid of your addiction. What I am saying is you cannot afford to tackle it right now. You can start working on breaking it after you achieve your big goals, like landing that job. But until then, stop trying to fight on two fronts at once. And yeah, that's it for the video. These were the 3 biggest study mistakes students make, the ones almost no one talks about. If you stop chasing perfect routines, quit spreading yourself thin across 5 different goals, and stop waiting to fix your addictions before you start, you will finally make real progress. The difference between you and me is that I actually do what works. Now it's your turn.